I'm playing a 96.9 FM, I think, in the background. Jacksonville, Florida. Eagle. Don Henley. The Boys of Summer. The time is 1:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I wanted to play this in landscape, but the darn camera got fixed into a portrait upright position. I apologize. I wish I could change the aspect ratio. I'll leave it right here. Right here.
We already gave away our Eagles tickets for today, but we'll have another pair tomorrow. 7 a.m. Aaron will tell you what song to listen for and when it will be played.
I needed that nomenclature on the background of my video, 96.9 FM. Sorry, anyway. Not for nothing, I don't live with people. I would like to talk to more people during the daytime. Let me have a 5-minute segment on my way to the drum set, sitting here on the couch. If this was a concert, what would I do different today that I didn't think of doing right the first time yesterday that I could do right the first time today in my concert, right? Public display for me has taken a lot of facets of the imagination. I'm sitting here in a apartment, supposed to be. It's a sitting area, really, is what it is. A living area. It's a living space they got me renting here, and it could be just like any waiting room or green room for the Tonight Show or the Saturday Night Live people or anybody like that. I trip out and think to myself like that all the time. I'm not really here anymore. I'm not here for me anymore. I've been sitting in a hotel or homeless for 2 years now. And since I came to my senses in the United States, in the state of Florida, particularly since I got here in 2016, I've been on the internet with my experience of my kid and my excuses that I don't know what I'm doing and everything. Well, that's bullshit. I always knew what I was doing. I was trying to entice a situation. Now, my name's Austin Santalella, and I got a little bit of ashes that fell to the ground, that much off the tip of a resin-coated scissors that I use here. Now, I'll wipe that off right now. It's a containable smoking table. I'm sitting at my spot where I smoke and sit and watch television, and happen to have a drum set sitting right behind me because I always have one. Also, I also have, privacy matters and issues that I can't make a lot of noise here and things. So I try to create an environment so I can make sense of why I would open the camera this time. Now, my intellect told me to be instructional, academic at best when I'm on my good form side of my face here. And I'm quality to do what I have to, say. What I want to say is I reset my drums ever so slightly this morning. All day I've been sitting here. My hands have hurt for days. I got pain in my top thumbs. And my thumbs from here and here, it hurts a lot on both hands, but particularly they shut off. I can't do nothing about it. They become like the invisible man, and they just hurt and become invisible. If I want to create a situation that I feel like I gotta use my hands while I'm trying to let the inflammation go down from overuse of my hands the way they work, because I'm constantly tugging at locking bolts and lifting weight of drums and moving things all the time. I never give myself the credit that I'm supposed to take the precautions of wearing braces and things all the time. Now I got this pair of black gloves that are insulated that I've been wearing every chance I can since I've had a memory to wear them. And I put them down today, and I can't remember where I put them, or I have them out right now in the video. I really wish I knew where I put them, because I really have been searching in my clothes bags, everything I could come up with. Where would I put them that I can't find them in the immediate spot they're supposed to be? And I haven't preserved my hands great yet today. So I've been moving around the drums, and I want to explain. The angles and the heights change for me based on the way that my knuckle hurt me today. And I based my kit in a sense of display here, which isn't going to matter to anybody but me. I set my drums up slightly ever so different, where I've got them lower and flatter, and the idea is the hi-hat is low underneath. I lowered my snare. Now I have a stick length of the drumsticks based on my stool height, where I'm sitting on this chair on the drums, on my height over the drums, and my feet, where they are literally comfortable to physically sit on the pedals and play both. I'm playing double bass drums. I want to make these statements. I'm playing the double bass drums setup, which is another instrument than a one drum pedal configuration, or even a double bass pedal with one bass drum configuration. It's different. It's slightly different in the sense that you can tune the drum. And I'm using two on purpose, I guess, because I don't have to, and I like it this way now. And I think I got a good feeling going here for syncopation, which is not the word to use for non-drumming, non-intellectual people, for the music academic. What it is I'm starting to break my situation with my nervous system and my feeling on my on-the-spot moment now. I got a sense of people in my damn body now with the way it moves in its own independence. And it's not me who I knew. It's Frankenstein, fabricated or not. I'm stitched together with the 53-year-old version of my body. And it's creatively funky. What I got is a rod in my neck with 4 screws. That is enough to talk about my hi-hat. And my hi-hat being extending it lower. Instead, I could bring it all the way up. I could bring it all the way to here. I like it right about here. Right over the chest. I play my hi-hats like right there. If I could get away with it, I do it great with the traditional grip on that review. But I also experienced something going totally different with less tension on the left side. So I removed the China Boy symbol that I had on my left side ear for a little while for practicing, which I would have a lot of symbols if I could do it. But because of the drums that I have today, I'm only demonstrating for education, academic quality, for me to remember who I was when I was doing this. Well, I used to be very authentic and specific minded about my particulars as a musician all my life. My challenge is to just play what's in front of me. I'm the theater drummer. I'm the guy that nobody wanted to hire, and there's no show for me. And it's just going to be the guy that plays the props in his parlor, basically, without getting kicked out of the apartment or divorced again. I can't get divorced until I get remarried, but you know, I got nothing to do but lose my time doing it. And I don't want to waste any of it being more impulsive or regarding my position as being a maturing guy with disability. I don't want to be more limited in the fashion in which I'm creating my rest positions to deform me or disable me. So I got my ideas together today with a sense of purpose that I am very peaceful to myself. I had a beautiful opportunity to have a nice hamburger with a little apple cider, vinegar water on the stovetop before I made this video to be a little jazzy after a short nap. And I'm nice and calm, only if that was true. But my drums are where they could be better for me. I'm waiting for my thumbs to kind of like show me how much they're gonna hurt as soon as I touch something, which they tried to do to me already, just pretending I was gonna try to change a drum spot as I'm moving around to put the camera on. Now, all I'm going to say is what I got is I got a cross to carry. Is I got hand fatigue in levels of surgeries over time. One needs one currently. My left hand, elective surgery for blockages founded with the nerve conduction testing that they test us with the needles and the shock to see how we can get a reading, to see how far our nerves are showing they can conduct, an impulse that show it registers that we can maneuver our bodies with before they decide to repair it. And they wanted to repair my left hand, which had to be done from 08, I argue, because they told me that in 2008. In 2008, I did my right hand, which has had the surgery for carpal tunnel, which is already 15 years overdue. You can do it again, but you can't do it 3 times. And I got to wait. So I can do this hand. I can do both hands. I could be laid up with no hand use for 2-3 months. Or I could act like an invalid that I got to prepare myself for the inevitable, that they're going to get inflamed and tired. And I don't worry about it enough until I get vain and then realize it hurts. I'm too old to be, hurt. I'm too young to put on gloves and protect myself. So I got to watch how I act. My practice report is nothing more than just holding on to the drumsticks and rolling my fingers as much as possible around the sense that I'm not playing guitar, I'm playing the drums. I would be exclusive to a guitar, or in the past 5 to 6 years, I wasn't playing much drums. I wasn't allowed to, outside of the electric kit that I acquired recently, years ago, before they were put in storage and got destroyed in this apartment. Basically, they're not allowed to be used. Apparently, I can't have them. They broke down before they started working for me. Anyway, the long story short is I'm going to get off the video camera. I'm going to try to do a landscape drum video when the chance occurs that I might want to actually, do anything for nothing, for no reason other than embarrass myself and my Polar sitting on my couch. But it is a Polar with a drum set. And I did want to say, more than not, it sounds better than it looks, but I can't. I really can't present this any better quality for production purposes other than the device I'm using and the camera microphone setup that's on it. What we're experiencing right now is a data network cell phone sync to this device, which is a Samsung A2 Galaxy cell phone from the Boost Mobile company that I bought and walked to go get it in Gaines. I think it was Gaines. No, it was Stark. I went and walked and bought it in Stark, Florida. And it was a 2-mile walk one way to get it. And I walked for $140 that weekend and bought it. And I didn't need to buy it, but I bought it anyway that weekend. When I had the chance, I took it. And I bought it, and it shut off shortly thereafter because I didn't want to pay for the network. All of a sudden, I'm stuck with this phone. It's like the curse. All I can tell you is I'm going to be on. I'm going to do the best I can with staying off of my Facebook profiles for at least 30 days. They won't let me go on my Google account and log in. They're making me log in with old phone numbers. And there's nothing I can do to prove to them that I'm not that, I don't have that phone number. Send me an email and they won't give it to me. I think Facebook has really destroyed my sense of integrity and honesty for my egocentric nature that I've had to live alone for more than 10 years without any choice in the matter because I was divorced or otherwise relocating on the road or whatever. And I've never felt safe on Facebook. I'm a lot better off once I realized what I was doing it for. I snap out of it. I really do get involved, touch the dirty ground, and stop myself before I have to eat that thing with all that crap all over the floor. And I picked it up before it goes in my mouth. I'd stop. Sometimes I stop after I chew it a little bit, but I stop eventually and realize that's cocky. That's bad stuff. And right now, I think Facebook is bad people. doing bad things for bad reasons when it comes to me. Because they wanted me to be a bad guy. I'm not going to be the person I'm supposed to be linked into and associated under. I'm not. I'm going to be the only thing I know, which is the only one in the room that hasn't done anything other than what I recognized I was doing under the circumstances. And I'll deny everything else, that it was me, but it was me under duress and protest for the last 35 years. Now, Facebook, I'm going to come back on YouTube. I'm talking about two different things for no reason. I'm off that part of the world. I'm on YouTube World Management Group and Sony Management Group, and I don't like that either. They don't like me. You show me the way, and I'll show you something to work with. But until then, we're not on the same part. We're bearing with it. That I'm a United States citizen, and you can't shut me off until you found a reason to shut me out of the world. Yeah, and you can't do that, and I won't let you. My drums are going to come back in landscape. And I'm going to educate Dubai World Management Group and Sony Management Group just what it is. They have a double bass drum pattern in the United States at this time of the afternoon, should I get back to that business. In the meantime, I'm going to be smoking medical marijuana, which I would prefer. Wait till I grow my own shit. And I show off with my wife and children. That's what I'm waiting for. And I'm praying to Jesus Christ for the strength to empower me to have the grace and ability and the satisfaction of the moment to realize that I am a man dying. Half my life, if not more, is over. I failed miserably and will continue to for the rest of it until I find the judgment. And I'm going to be happy that way. I think I got about 40, 50, 25 years every waking second that I could remember I'm supposed to be doing more than I did. Let me do second turn, last act of my life, mid-half, Jaws, the eventual, and I'm going to be happy days, and I'll be okay with you. That's my statement. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to get off this camera because I'm getting hogtied talking to myself when I know it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to play the drums and do it in landscape, but the button wouldn't let me readjust the camera until I come back with the camera reset. So I'll do a second video. I'll be back. This is a 15-minute video and some odd seconds. 10, 12.